All right. Hi, guys. This is Charmaine. I'm excited to be doing this training. And I'm really excited to share the things that I've been doing that have been really profitable. And so without further ado, I'm just going to get right into it so that we get to the nitty gritty of everything. All right. So the first thing with our businesses is we have to realize that mindset is 80% of this business. We have to get our minds into the right space. So we have to take those fears that we're thinking about, what are people going to think of me? I don't want to be pushy, all these different things, and we have to change them to truth, okay? That is the only way. I have gone through this process, and it is a very important process to switch it to the truth, because we don't want to live by lies. We want to live by truth. Okay. So that's the first thing. You want to have a mindset of abundance. You have something wonderful to offer people. So you have to think in terms of abundance. I could help people. I can serve people. I can really help them achieve their goals. Okay. When you have a scarcity mentality, and that is when you're, well, what will this be in for me? They're not going to want this. They're not going to like what I share. That kind of mentality, that's scarcity. That means that you don't believe that there's an opportunity. You don't believe that you can do things. And that's living basically falsely. Okay. So don't do that. Think from abundance. Think from serving people. Okay. When you put the focus on serving people and truly meeting them at their need, you will then be blessed. So you do not have to worry about what you'll get out of it. All you have to do is serve people and help them. That's what you need to do. Okay. And again, whenever a lie comes, you change it to the truth. Okay. Something else you need to do is build confidence in yourself. Now, you can build confidence. It's not something that just happens. It's something that you develop, and you can already have a lot of confidence because you know these products work. You totally know these products work. So there's that. You know what the company's like and the culture of the company, the community. You know that already. You know that it is an awesome company, that they're true to their word, and all these different things. You get good training, you have a good community. So you have confidence there. So you can be bold and you can be confident and proud that you're with this company. You don't have to be ashamed. Okay. Ashamed is that scarcity mentality. You don't have to be. You can walk with confidence and boldness in your business. Okay. And you'll continue to grow in confidence as you actually apply what you're learning. If you spend all your time learning but not applying, you will not get confident. I did that for many years. It does not work. It's better to learn, to earn as you learn, rather than learn and get nowhere. Okay? So step out. Do one step at a time. Just do them. And you'll see that your confidence will grow, and you will do well at this. Okay. I also wanted to say, as you learn, you're going to be able to overcome your fears even that much better. And you'll only get smooth at talking to people, like smooth at sharing the format when you practice it, when you've done it over and over and over and over. Okay. So I encourage you, get into action. Action is such an important aspect of this business. And it requires you to have that mindset of stepping forward. And you got to remember, what people think about you does not pay the bills. It's what you do that pays the bills. It's what you do that's going to create the life that you want. It's not what they think. What they think does not matter. Okay. And I will tell you, you're going to have people who they're going to boo you. They're not going to want to support you. They're not going to believe in you. That's okay. Those people are not your people. Ignore them. Instead, think about the people and focus on the people who are your people. That's your audience. That's who you should be helping. That's who you should be serving, okay? And meeting their need. So I'm not going to go into great detail about mindset more than that, but that's what I'm encouraging you to do, okay? Then you can, as you're stepping out, you're going to learn the skills, you're going to grow them, you're going to refine them, you're going to get smooth, you're going to you're going to get natural at it, okay? So you can be completely confident and say that this is going to happen. It will happen. Trust me. I've walked this path. I was like you guys, where I was fearful and scared, and I didn't want to step out. And I was, what were people think? And, it held me back and I never got anywhere. But now I am confident and I don't care what people think. I don't, because I know I'm in a good company. I know I have great products. I know I'm doing this with integrity. I know I'm doing this with, according to God's word, in that I'm being a Proverbs 31 woman. I know that. So I don't have to answer to those boohoos. I answer to God and my family and my team. Do you understand what I'm saying? All right. So the other thing I wanted to really emphasize is how much you talk. The less you talk, the better it is. I was a big talker at the beginning. Like I would just read all the material about what I was learning because I was loving what the products could do. And then I was spewing it out to people, and people signed up, but they didn't do the business because they didn't know how to learn all the stuff that I knew. And so my upline kept on saying, Shemaine, say less, say less, say less. But I had a hard time because I was so excited about this. Well, if you're excited about it, tell us, talk to us in the team, in the chat, share. Oh, isn't this amazing about this product, what I'm learning? Talk about that, okay? Talk there, share your excitement about the products there in terms of the details of it, but then with your prospects, say way less. Allow the third-party tools like the videos and the testimonials talk for you, because people can do that. Because when you first begin to talk to your prospect, that is when you are teaching them how easy this business is. And if you're talking and talking and talking and sharing all the details, they're thinking, I can't do this business. Now it's subconscious, or maybe it is conscious, but they're thinking, well, I don't know all this information, so I can't do this. You don't want that. That's not going to help you to duplicate your business with other people. So you want to talk way less, allow those videos, those events, those three-way chats, those messenger chats, those testimonials, allow those things do the talking so that they can think, oh, I can send a video. Oh, I can send a testimonial. Oh, I can do that. That's what you want them to see. It's easy. Well, that is simple and it's doable. Okay. In that sense, it's easy. Okay. All right. So from there on, you want to find people. Your first step is to friend people. And that comes from, first you have your warm market, which is your friends, your family, people you're in contact with every day, people on Facebook that you're in contact with, that sort of thing on your social media. That's your warm market. You can start with them and then move out. At the same time, build your market, build your network. Do not wait until you have nobody to talk to. Okay, do not wait until your warm market ends. Start now. That's something I learned very early on. I stepped out in fear and got to know people while my warm market was still good. And it helped me so much because when my warm market stopped, I still had people to talk to. It wasn't scary for me. It wasn't like, oh my goodness, I have nobody to talk to. How do I do this? And then I didn't have to rebuild that aspect of my business. I could just keep on going. So start with your warm market, but at the same time, add new people every day. And how do you do that? You add about 2 to 3 new people a day, and you can look for those people. Okay. Now, if you have people friending you because they like the content on your page, that's where your main page is very important. You want to attract, especially on Instagram, you want to attract those people to your page with your posts. Okay. So be very intentional, be very strategic in what you're posting. Have a few themes that you talk about on your page that will draw the type of people that you want to your page. And then, so you'll get people to follow you, but you'll also go looking for people. And you can find people, if you're on Facebook, you can find them in Facebook groups. And just, I'm going to say in Facebook groups, do not post your stuff and do not solicit in Facebook groups at all. Just get to know people and friend people from there. And then when they come to your page, allow them to see your page for, a few days or weeks before you even pop the question about Plexus, because you do not want people to think, you don't want that to happen. Okay. It's tacky. It's not cool. So, and it's important to attract, to friend people in groups about the same topics you're sharing in your stories or in your page and your stories. Okay. So you want there to be some commonality. But anyways, so you can friend people from Facebook groups. You can, people who have said no to you, you can go to their page and find find somebody that's you're a mutual friend with. This person's a mutual friend with, and find something common with them. You can friend them and say, hey, I see we have the same friend and I thought it'd be great to connect. And I see you have kids, and so I thought it'd be great to connect, whatever, however you want to say it. I'm not, it's whatever. You can find people by using hashtags on Instagram. You can find people through other people's, big name people's pages. Especially if you've asked them to join and they say no, you just go to if they have a huge following, you can go through there and just slowly get to know people that way. I'm trying to think how else. There's many different ways you can friend people on social media. And you want to meet people in person. Don't limit it to just social media. People you meet in person. So in my case, we just opened up, but I would draw people through my garage sales. I would draw people through Kiefer. A lot of my recent ones have been through Kiefer. I had 2 people sign up of Plexus because of my Kiefer ad. I will go see people at the grocery store. I'll start conversations up. I am purposefully looking for people. I am purposely becoming friends with people and adding them to my friend list. Okay. And I get their name and their phone number, or I get them on Facebook or something. I do purposely look for friends. And I'm always looking, who can I meet all the time? So in person and in social media, you want to do both, and you want to just keep on adding that, like 2 a day. All right. And once you've met them, you want to connect, find something in common, talk about that, and then ask some key questions. Okay. You could ask about family, you can ask about work, you can ask about what they do for recreation, you can ask about what matters to them most. And through those basic conversations or those basic questions, they'll start sharing, and you'll find out there's issues there, financial, health, you'll find it out. And that allows you to naturally share and say, hey, I felt that way. I know how you feel, felt, found. I know how you feel. 2 years ago, I was feeling horrible. I had anxiety that was so severe that I just couldn't take care of my family. But what I found was with some supplements that I use, I've been able to restore my gut. And now I don't have that anxiety anymore. And then you can ask the question. So you've planted a seed, you're already planting a seed, and you say, how are you handling that anxiety? And then they come back and tell you something, and you say, well, would you be open to looking at the products that I'm using that have helped me get over mine? And if they say yes, then you send them a testimonial. It can be yours, but it's also good to find one from another person, because you've already kind of said your testimony in that specific problem. You find another person in a wellness conversation and you send that testimony. Do you see what I'm saying? So you just go through, that's how you connect. So you're listening and observing for their needs and their dreams, and for qualities for business partners. Okay, not everybody is going to be your business partner. Not everybody do you want to be your business partner, and not everybody should be your business partner. Okay, but you want to look for those people. All right. So when your prospect shares a need, you naturally share Plexus with them. And if you don't relate to their need, you can share, oh, my friend struggled with that. You see what I'm saying? And this is how she felt, and this is what she found. And then you can share. And when you're talking to somebody about their need, you want to validate them and say, hey, that's really rough, empathize. And you want to share the enthusiasm about Plexus in a natural but real way, because people want to see that there's hope, and they don't want somebody to say, like do an Eeyore thing. Well, I was sick, with anxiety, and it was really bad, and I found some supplements, and I don't have it. You would not be inspired by an Eeyore character. You want somebody who's positive and giving opportunity. So show enthusiasm, okay? Be passionate, show that, because people want to see the joy. People want to see the smiles, okay? Don't be scared to show your smile. Be excited about what it's done on your stories, on your in your conversations. Show that smile, show that joy. There's so many people that are lacking that. That is so attractive to people, is that smile and that joy. So show your joy, show your smile and your happiness and your excitement, okay, for life and for your plexus. Okay, I'm just checking my notes to make sure I'm staying on. So once they say, yeah, sure, I'll learn about what you're doing. You send them a testimonial that pertains to them. Go to wellness conversation, find a testimonial that pertains to them, and you can say, hey, here's a person's story that is similar to yours. Copy and paste the content, send it, and send the picture. You want them to have a picture that they can relate to, okay? Not just words, you want a photo, okay? And you can also, if you relate to it, you can also send your photo, your before and after. I've sometimes done that, because then it's a second one, or you can send another one. But try to keep them fairly short, because people don't want to be reading this very long story. So try to condense it if you have to, or just choose shorter ones. And then you can also add your own. And mine, I usually just say, oh, and this is what it's done for me. Here's my before and after. And I just do this before and after. And underneath it, I have the list of things I struggled with and now how I'm feeling. It's very simple, sweet, to the point. I did it through Canva, and it was really simple. And then once they have, right after that, after your testimony, you want to ask, would you like to see the products that help this person? And usually they say yes. And I send the Plexus Triplex video. I think it's about 2 minutes and 35 seconds. It's in the Canadian side of the Engage app. Okay. So it's right there. I just send that, and I say, I take the wording that they have, and I change it. I said, you'll be surprised. No, sorry. You'll appreciate the impact that gut health has on your health, on your weight, on your energy, on your sleep, and so much more. Here's the triplex video. That's all I send. I say so little. And then they often watch the video. Now, I should say something right at this point. When you're doing this, you want them right there with you. You don't want to send it and then wait for them to watch for a day, if you can, okay? Try to, before this, I should have mentioned, before all this, when you're about to send them a video, you should ask, hey, do you have a few minutes? I could share more. Like once you've said, ask them about if they want to see more about the products, ask them, do you have a few minutes? Like about 10 minutes, I could share the information with you. Then you have them right there and you could share everything in that 10 minutes so that it's done and you can get them to the end. Doing it like sharing one thing and then waiting for them to respawn, it takes so long and it just actually causes things to get deadened. So ask them, do you have 10 minutes? And if they don't have 10 minutes, say, can I meet with you tomorrow? Set a time and ask them for that time. When would be a good time for you to we can talk. And if you can get them on video, that's even better, or on a call, like through your the social media app or on your phone or whatever, that's really good too. But the best is in person, in video. And then you can do all this and you can send stuff through the messenger as you're going. But it's good to have them right there and you go through this whole process very quickly. Okay, so definitely. And now if they can't and you have to set a time, then set a time. And when they set the time, you say, okay, now you're sure when you're going to be there. Now, Eric Worre in his book Go Pro talks about this, and I did have it for a moment. He talks about confirming the time because you want them to confirm it multiple times. And I believe it's in chapter 2. I'm just going to pull this up really fast and see here. 1 second. It's taking a moment here. Anyways, it's not coming up because I have too many windows open. All right, so he talks about confirming it. You want to make sure that they're going to actually show up because some people will say no, but you want to confirm. That's why it's important for you to ask them when they're available. And if they're avoiding it, then you have to nail it down with them. Okay, nail down the time, the date and time with them, and then have that appointment. Because you want them to commit so that they can hear out what you have to say. And you can keep, and just tell them, I'm busy. I have to, I really want to share this with you. I know it will really help you. And when do you have 10 minutes to talk? Just keep it short. Don't do a long one because long ones, people get tired. And that's where you can lose a lot in the talking. You can lose a lot of people. So just keep it short and to the point. So anyways, back to where I was talking about the test. After the testimonials, then you're going to ask, would you like to see the products that this person used? Then you send the triplex video that I just mentioned. And then after that video, you say, would you like to see the welcome packs that would really benefit you or that would really help you with your situation? And you want to mention their situation. You want to say, would you like to see the welcome packs that would help you gain more energy? And then they'll say, sure. And that's where you're going to say, you're going to send the large graphic, the large welcome pack graphic first. And then you're going to say, I'm just going to get my phone out because I'm going to read this to you. And just so you know, I will send you a document with all this information on it so that you're not going to have to remember everything, okay? I have it already copied. So you're going to say, well, sorry, pull back the graphic for a second. You're going to say the cheapest prices are as a VIP customer, and the yearly membership is only $9.95 US. Or if you're doing a Canadian, $13. And then you send the graphic, the large welcome pack. You always start with the large welcome pack. And you confidently send it because you know the products work. and you say, this is what I would recommend. It's my very favorite pack. It's a month supply and gives you the biggest bang for your buck and for your health. It's $209 right now, and it's normally, I don't know what it is in US, but it's normally something more. They give it to you at a discount your first month, and then if you stick with the basic 3 things you need, Slim, Pro Bio 5, and Bio Cleanse, it's only 100 and something, I think $130 plus shipping and tax. I have Canadian prices. That's why I'm trying to think in US money, but it's not working. So it will, and then you say, it will help you so much. Okay. And then you will send the smaller pack, the triplex, just the triplex. And then you'll say, there's the smaller pack, again, a month supply, starts, and it's the triplex. And I could get you started on that today for $120, well, that's Canadian, or $109, right? And then that's done. And then you'll just add in, when you order, I'll give you an additional 10% off with my referral link, and you get the 60-day money back guarantee, which means no risk for you. Which pack are you leaning more towards? And that's all you say. You don't say anything else. Now here's the American version. I'll read the American because I'll rephrase it again. The cheapest prices are as a VIP customer. The yearly membership is only $9.95. Send large graphic. This is what I would recommend. It's my very favorite. It's a month supply and gives you the biggest bang for your buck and for your health. It's $209 right now, and it's normally $360. They give it to you at a discount your first month, and then if you stick with the basic 3 things you need, Slim, Pro Bio, and Bio Cleanse, it's only $115 plus shipping and tax, and it will help so much. Then you send the smaller pack. There's a smaller pack that starts with the triplex that I could get you started on today for $109. And then you say, when you order, I'll give you an additional 10% off with my referral link, and you get the 60-day money back guarantee, which means no risk for you. Which pack are you leaning towards? So there you go. It's a much clearer thing that I do. And so that's what you're going to be doing. And they'll read it and they'll look at it. And you're already sharing the products and everything like that. During this time, they may come up and ask you some questions about cost throughout your conversation. They might, they might ask, well, about cost or the value of the products or anything like that. And you answer them short, sweet, to the point, but with confidence, with a positive response about it. Use the feel, felt, found method. Here's a cost issue response. I know how you feel. I also felt that way, that it was expensive when I was thinking about ordering when I first started. But what I found was I could get my products free by sharing these products with others in a natural, authentic, and non-pushy way. I got 3 friends to join me as accountability partners that first month when they ordered a welcome pack from my referral link. And within that month's time, I made $175, which covered my order. Would you be open to this idea? So that's one example, okay? I have other examples, but I'm just giving you that as one way. In terms of value of the products, if people are questioning the value, first of all, for you, so that you feel confident about the cost of the value of the products, we've got to remember the products work. You're seeing them, you are experiencing the fact that they work. You're getting results yourself. So it's not a lie. You're not lying. You're not hiding. You're not selling something that doesn't work. It works. They work. Second of all, if a person took one product like the Pro Bio 5 and compared it to products in the stores, you would not find the Pro Bio 5 in the stores because all the ingredients are often one ingredient products. And you'd have to buy a whole bunch of bottles of different ingredients and try to put them together. And that would probably cost you $200. Secondly, you don't know the quality of those ingredients in the stores, and nobody questions those ones. Isn't that interesting? They're not tested. If somebody says, well, I had a girl just recently say, but they're not FDA cert. The FDA doesn't approve them. And I responded back, did you know that the FDA doesn't approve any supplements? I just came right back. I leaned into the objection and I came back. Did you know that the FDA doesn't approve supplements? And then I added to her, because she's a Canadian, I said, Health Canada approved these supplements. And she's like, oh, great. So there you go. So another thing you can say to them is, if they wanted to buy them individually, they would not be able to formulate this with all those individual products, because they do not know how they work together properly. They don't know the doses and all that stuff. So they can't do it. And they would not get the same synergistic effect of that. So it's just not feasible. Okay. And another thing you can be confident in is if anybody goes to a naturopath, they would have to pay 3 times for these products, 3 times the amount for these products. And often naturopath stuff is not as effective. Furthermore, we have many medical professionals in our company, doctors, naturopaths, chiropractors, nurses, health practitioners, and they recommend them and they use the products. Also, we have US Olympians and professional athletes that use these products. They're extremely clean, and that shows how good they are. Furthermore, from Plexus, we have Plexus that says, and you'll get all this information, so you don't have to worry about writing it down, but Plexus says, though we are not able to provide certain specific details of how each ingredient may be sourced in order to protect our brand, rest assured that the Plexus research and science team conducts extensive ingredient research and uses ingredients backed by science to formulate our products and ensure the safety and efficacy of our products. In other cases, Plexus partners with the best scientists to conduct clinical studies to further ensure the safety and efficacy of our products. Also, Plexus products are manufactured in the USA, and all facilities that produce our products are regularly audited to verify they adhere to strict quality assurance standards, thus meeting and exceeding current good manufacturing practice standards. So, and you could also, some people will say, well, they should share their testing. Actually, they don't need to. People say, oh, they should share all their testing information. That's not required by law, just so you guys know. No company has to do that. So that's just a no-brainer. You can just tell them that. Okay, so you're going to be answering different questions that they come up, and you just answer them short and sweet and to the point. That last thing from Plexus that they mentioned, only use that if somebody's really staunch on it, okay? Most people don't need to have that last quote from Plexus to know that the value is there, okay? So I'm gonna stop this video right now, and I'm gonna continue on in the second video that I'm gonna, so that I can finish the training.